Veteraan Armando Marquez is 90 jaar. Hij bezoekt met zijn vrouw en zoon de afdeling van de parachutistendivisie in El Paso. Marquez was een van de parachutisten die op 17 september 1944 landde in Zonnebreugel tijdens Market Garden.
Hallo John.
Wekelijks komen de Amerikaanse veteranen samen in dit clubhuis aan de rand van de stad. Het zijn parachutisten die hebben gediend in de Tweede Wereldoorlog, maar bijvoorbeeld ook in Vietnam of Irak.
Yeah, it brings back memories, where they were, where we fought and all this. It's very, very interesting and important.
Hier delen ze en verwerken ze hun ervaringen die ze als militair hebben meegemaakt. Het zijn de oudsten en degenen die ook echt in een oorlog hebben gevochten, die het meeste respect krijgen.
You met my boy here? Yeah. My wife?
Thank you for your service, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Same here.
How come you didn't go airborne?
Well, I was got out kind of late. It was Vietnam was already over by the time we got out of high school.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a Vietnam vet. You didn't miss anything. Yeah. Let me tell you, you're lucky.
You missed a lot, and it's a good thing that you did.
Yeah, no, it was rough, but you didn't miss anything. But thank you for your dad's service.
Were you in Holland?
Yeah.
Well, good. That makes two of us.
We've got four of you.
Aan de muren hangen veel foto's en symbolen van de parachutisten. De 101ste en 82ste Airborne Divisie werden tijdens de Tweede Wereldoorlog ingezet op veel slagvelden. Bijvoorbeeld in Frankrijk of de Ardennen, Sicilië en natuurlijk in Nederland tijdens Market Garden.
It was a beautiful Sunday. It was just like a drop in England. It was so nice.
Our mission was to take a recon patrol to determine how close we could get to the bridge in Nijmegen to see if we encountered any enemy opposition.
In, I would say 12 to 14 hours, the Germans finally got into the area and started giving us hell.
And we were the first American unit in World War II to seize and hold German territory. And the Germans almost immediately launched a counterattack. And we wondered, well, what's the big problem? We didn't realize at the time that we were holding German territory. The Germans knew it, and they took a dim view of it, so they wanted their territory back.
Well, the first rifle that we had for D-Day was the 30 caliber carbine. It was light, and then in Holland we used this one here, a lot heavier, but that was for long distance.
Were the rifles reliable?
Oh, they were. In fact, I always carry am I allowed to say a condom? I would cover that with a condom and then put another one here, keep the dirt and the water out. Otherwise, you couldn't fire it.
So the gun was your best friend?
Next to the shovel, like in Holland, I prefer the shovel because they were shelling us with mortars in the 88s. And if you didn't have a shovel, you couldn't dig a foxhole. And that saved many lives, the shovel. So I believe I used the shovel more than the gun. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
90.
90. Same here, 90. I busted my leg. My first combat jump, yeah.
I had enough too. I put a long time in the hospital.
Me too, yeah. I went in 7 different hospitals.
Get the stories bigger at these places?
Oh, yes. After a few drinks, they start bragging about this and that, and you don't know whether to believe it or not, yeah. I broke my back twice, hip replacement, total hip replacement, like you, I guess.
De herinneringen van de Amerikaanse veteranen aan de Nederlanders zijn goed.
They were not so friendly. They would give us food whenever they could in exchange for our chocolate bars.
I was so impressed at how the Dutch people had organized and conducted themselves, and especially the Dutch underground. Great intelligence, which unfortunately our commanding generals didn't pay a lot of attention to, and they should have. Had they probably wouldn't have had that big defeat at Arnhem.
Het doel van Market Garden om de oorlog snel te beëindigen mislukte. Maar toch voelen de meeste veteranen dat niet zo.
It was a failure because it didn't succeed in the mission, but as far as I'm concerned, it was a big success. It liberated Holland.